Welcome. You're with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another chapter reading from the Fall of America, a book that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote, had it published in 1973. And the 70s was a big year for the black community, you know what I mean, from what I could see. I seen things go up. I seen things being, I'm not going to say gentrified to what it is today, but I seen progress, you know what I mean. I seen them turn down um, old homes, building new homes. I saw them taking these little junk cars that they used to let sit in these alleys, sit in these big fields, removing them. You know what I mean? There was a lot going on in the black community where that it didn't look like a war zone anymore. You know what I mean? So if the funding was there in the 70s to build up the black community, what's going on today? What is really going on today? So I just say this to you again, the answers is within your neighborhood. The answers are within your community. You got what I'm saying? If you start with you by looking in the mirror and changing some things about you, you can go out into your neighborhood, into your community and get some things changed. People follow by examples. People want to see good examples to follow. And if all we're going to do is show drugs, pimps, prostitutes, what's another one? Corruption, gang violence, um, um, a community being divided, then we're never going to keep progress. You know what I mean? Every step we make, we're going to be pushed back for more steps. So what progress are we making? You know what I mean? Progress is, if I take 2 steps forward, it's concrete. That cannot be taken away. So the next 2 steps I'm taking is that first 2 steps I took is the foundation of the next 2 steps. So if the foundation isn't structured right, it all crumbles, right? Good. Come on, man. Let's uplift the black community. Let's uplift every community out here. But let's start within our own community. You know what I mean? What they say, when you point the blame, you got what? You got like what? 3 more fingers looking back at you? 3 fingers looking back at you, pointing the blame at you? So start with the person in the mirror. Look, like I said, we back with another chapter reading. And this is the beginning of chapter 12, Deceivers and the Deceived. And I ask you this, do you feel you've been deceived? Do you feel that you're able to deceive people? Do you have that gift to deceive people? And do you feel that you've been deceived? You know what I mean? I do. I'll be the first to raise both of my hands. You got what I'm saying? Hey, you feel what I'm saying? And I've been on the other side of it. Remember, there's 2 sides to a coin. You feel what I'm saying? Money has a how to put it? You can look at coins. You can look at a dollar bill, a $10 bill, a $100 bill, 50s. You know what I mean? 20s, 10s, 5. It tells you something about life. You feel what I'm saying? There's 2 sides to it, right? Okay then. I've been on both sides of it. You got what I'm saying? And neither one feel good in the end. Because see, when people figure you out, you have lost a connection. You have lost someone that will help you. You feel what I'm saying? I had to tell an associate of mine that I grew up with a long time ago, he wanted to use me to lie for him. And I said, no, I ain't doing that to your wife. I'm not doing that to your wife. I don't know, one day I might be on the side of the road and need help. And because I lied to her for you, she denied me help. I can't do that, man. That's your wife. Go on, cuz. Go on. You know what I mean? And honestly, we wasn't really hanging together real tight, but I haven't heard from that man ever since. So I did what was right because this man at that age, how old I was? How old I was? This was like 2007. So I probably was 2007. I'm what, 37 years old? 2007. Yeah, I'm 37 years old. Really haven't heard too much from him since then. You know, I really don't want to hear too. Don't want to see him. Don't even want to talk to him. You get what I'm saying? To be honest with you, you know. But I wasn't gonna do that. You feel what I'm saying? So wake up and realize what people are asking you to do, because see, you build enemies unknowingly, trying to help someone, you know what I mean, in something unrighteous. But look, let's go and get into this reading. And if you on my Facebook page viewing this, if you on my YouTube channel viewing this, and you have not put your notifications on, put them on. Put them on. Put them on. We, the whole nation of the lost found members of the black nation in America, must remember that for the past 400 years we have been reared by the enemies of our fathers. You get that? Reared. You feel what I'm saying? Reared. And how I process that is this way right here. They're not doing this in our face. They're going behind our backs and doing this. You feel what I'm saying? Our oppressors are not visible. You feel what I'm saying? They're not visible. They're somewhere backdooring you and stopping everything that you have gained, everything you're trying to continue, everything that you have worked, you know, you have put in play to keep something continuously going in your life that you need. So once again, you know what I mean, know who you talk to. You know what I mean? Know who they are. Know how to share your business with people. Know how to talk to people. Know what to talk to know what to talk about to people. You know what I mean? People are strangers till you really get to know them. According to their, well, let me back this up before I go further. People are strangers until you get to know them. And you really don't get to know a person until you live with them, until you share a bed with them, until you share something as far as straight men go or straight women go. You may share a business with them. You may share a group. You know what I mean? It's a group meeting you go to every week that you share with them, and you're speaking in that group. You know what I mean? Until you really be around a person a lot, you never know them. You never get to know them. According to their own history writing, bringing us from the native land and people into the Western Hemisphere was not for the purpose of making themselves friendly people to us and our nation, but to deceive us as being the which they actually were not. A friend and advisor to us, while at the same time depriving us of truth, justice, and equality, even now after 400 years of servitude, slavery. We must remember that the deceiver actually has deceived us. The coming of God in the person of Master Muhammad, to whom praise to do forever, is to make manifest this arch deceiver's work against us and to acquaint us with the nature of the arch deceiver, that deceit is part of his very nature. Now remember, if you've been keeping up with my readings, we have talked about Master Muhammad, and I just ask again, being that the name is there, what did this man speak to Elijah Muhammad to convince him to go up against white people? You know what I mean? This is, you know, when you look at this man, they got pictures of this man. This man is white. And back in those days, we talking about the 50s, the 40s. Yeah, the man's a Jew. He's Jewish, but he's still looked upon in the black community as a white person. I even put myself on the pedestal and told you that if people didn't know who my mother was, didn't know who my father was, they would think I'm white. You feel what I'm saying? If you go on one of my accounts, you know what I mean, you can look at the bottom of my feet, you can look at the side of my feet and see how light I am. You got what I'm saying? How light I really am. You get it? Huh? This sunburn. You feel me? Over 50, you know, this 54 years of living, this sunburn. You get me? Yeah. He, Allah, comes to give us the knowledge of the God of evil who had freedom for the past 6,000 years to deceive not only you and me, but also the entire nations of the earth. Come on now. Entire nations of the earth. Who can only do that? Who can only keep confusion going in every community out here? Nothing but Satan. Nothing but unrighteous actions. Nothing but evil existing in a world of manipulation. You feel what I'm saying? Evil living in a world of manipulation. This is the greatest salvation that God, Allah, could bring to you and me, to know the source of our trouble and its cause. The power of the manifesto is to remove this cause which has affected the black nation for 6,000 years. It is worth the heaven and the earth to us when we agree on not trying to make them our friends, which by nature they cannot be, even if they wanted to. Only a few have the belief of goodness. By nature, they are not good, but they can practice goodness. We're going to end this reading right there. Yeah, we're going to end this part of chapter 12 right there. And you know, we have to really decipher who we're around. We have to really look at people, really understand people before we even open our mouth up. You know, some things we have said to people can kill you. Some things you say to people, you know what I mean, they take it and run with it, and it's not the same that you gave to them. So what are you are now in? A confrontation with someone that you really didn't say a whole lot about to be, you know, to argue with or to even have to, you know, fight with. You feel what I'm saying? You may have said out your mouth, I really don't care for them. But then when that conversation went back to them, oh man, they said this, they said that, they boom this, boom that, bam, 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 bam. See, the grapevine grows. You feel me? You're the seed that put it out into the universe, but it grows as it keep moving on. So be mindful of what you say to people. You got what I'm saying? Be mindful of what you talk about to people. And if you are a people person, you should already understand that. You should know that. You know what I mean? So a lot of our tribulations, a lot of our interactions, our confrontations are started from us. We started this. So what? That person took it and ran with it and added on to it. What part did you play? You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what part did you play? Running your mouth to someone you really don't know. And if you're not a person to be, what is the word I want to use? You know what I mean? I said plutonic, you know what I mean? But if you're not a person that know how to conversate with people and all you know how to do is talk about people, talk down about people, it's time to shut up. Because we're in a society now, don't nobody want to hear it. Nobody want to hear it. You feel me? Look, you've been with the Nasty Pastor, and like I said, it's been another chapter reading from the fall of America. I'm out, and I love you.